Hey, this is Scott from tool-hunter.com. Taking a break from making a lot of sawdust here on a cold January day in North Carolina. And, I thought I'd tell you about something that, well, not exactly a tool, but something that makes a tool better. And that is the Irwin Marathon saw blade. Now, I've been using this blade for, I was trying to think about this. I was going to say about 15 years, but I think it's got to be more like 20 years. Not this exact blade, but I had been using the Forest Woodworker 2, and it's an excellent blade. Now, I was in the middle of a project one day back when I lived in Ohio, and I damaged that blade and couldn't continue on. And so I rushed down, I think it was, to my local Rockler, and they happened to have some of these on their shelf. Now, the thing I liked about it was the fact that it was a thin Kerf blade, plus the fact that Irwin, at the time, was based out of Ohio. Hey, they're now in Huntsville, North Carolina. I am following Irwin wherever they go. Anyway, I have a Shopsmith, and that saw, as a lot of folks know, is a little bit underpowered. Well, at least before they introduced the Power Pro headstock, which I also happen to have. Anyway, the thin Kerf blade is like giving that saw an extra, I don't know, maybe quarter horsepower. And so I gave it a shot, again, sort of an emergency that I was in the middle of, and I loved it. And since then, I guess you could call me a marathon man. That's what she said. And anyway, Rockler still has it in their catalog, and so I saw this in a recent flyer and thought I'd go ahead and pick one up. I tell you what, if you're not using a blade like this, you're doing yourself a disservice. Now, this one happens to be a 40-tooth combination blade, kind of like an all-weather tire. They also have one that has a higher tooth count if you're doing quite a bit of cross-cutting. Does a beautiful job. I was in the process of cutting a bunch of Baltic birch plywood pieces, and with a marathon blade, it's given me an excellent finish. So, anyway, that's it for this. Go to tool-hunter.com, and on the left-hand side, I believe it's something like tools that make other tools better, or stuff that makes other tools better. And I'll give you a link to these blades and give you a little more information there as well. That's it for me. Got to get back, make some more sawdust. Check out tool-hunter.com.